All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 15 years in the prison. And I'm going to need everyone to be quiet in the box. Court is calling 2019 CR 6589, State of Texas versus Jonathan Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense? All right, are you Mr. Rodriguez?
No.
All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Are there going to be any witnesses or just argument?
Just argument.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you entered a plea to indecency according to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 15, and there's to be no contact with the complainant and Chapter 62 registration. The state is opposed to your application, state?
Yes, Your Honor. And I'm to proceed with argument, correct?
Yes.
I don't want to assume anything. So based on the offense stated, if you look at the date of birth compared to the defendant's date of birth times the offense, and the defendant was 28 years old at the time of the offense. This case is even more aggravated in the fact that when she went and had her SANE exam, the fact that she had a SANE exam is terrible in itself. But as a result of that, she tested positive for chlamydia in both her anus and in her vagina. What's contained in the STIPs, and I believe the court can consider, is that this penis and her vagina. And so it's clear. However, what other way other than some sex by somebody does it get this? And so these cases are already egregious in the nature that we have a victim whose innocence has been stolen from them. But what's even more aggravating is the age difference of having the offense. And what's even more aggravating is the fact that this defendant, presumably, all the evidence suggests that he is the one who caused her to have an STI at the age of 67 at the time of her outcry. And so we are asking, and I believe justice demands that you deny his application for deferred adjudication, and that we ask that you sentence him to the full 15 years because of the aggravating nature of this offense.
All right, defense?
Your Honor, obviously these are aggravated facts, but these cases almost always involve aggravated facts. And I think, Judge, what is going to determine how this case goes is whether or not the court believes that my client is worthy of redemption, and I would say that he is. I am asking that you put him on deferred adjudication. Notwithstanding the horrible mistake that he made, he has no criminal history. He's never been convicted of a felony. He's never done time in prison. He's never done time in county jail. This is his first offense, and it is a horrendous offense. But the fact remains, he has no criminal history whatsoever. Further, Your Honor, if there is deferred adjudication, as the court knows, the court would not be limited to the sentencing range that it's limited today in the event that Mr. Rodriguez were to violate his deferred adjudication. Mr. Rodriguez at that point would be facing the maximum, which I think gives him incentive to behave himself while on deferred adjudication. Also on deferred adjudication, the court can order the treatment that he needs in order to rehabilitate himself. And the court could also order conditions to protect the complainant from the defendant. I'm asking, Your Honor, that you put him on deferred adjudication. This is a horrendous thing. There's not really anything I can say about that. But the fact is, I think he's worthy of saving. He has no criminal history. And I do think that I do think that he could right the ship, so to speak, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say? Can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand. So before you decide to testify, if you decide to testify, the state, of course, is allowed to cross-examine you. Do you still wish to testify?
If I ask you questions, you can ask me questions too. You have to answer. Okay.
All right, what would you like to say?
No, about the probation, if you do give it to me, you know what I mean?
All right, I thought you wanted to say something about the actual
Oh, no,
allegations.
no. I was gonna say about the probation. Now, if you do give it to me, I promise you, Honor, that I'll prove to you, and also I'll prove to my brother that's back there and my mom also. And
Why are you kissing his tongue? That's what I'd like to know.
Why am I kissing her?
I read all of the PSI reports.
I don't remember doing that, Your Honor.
Why are you penetrating it? I mean, you pled guilty to it.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm trying to figure out what were your thought process when you were penetrating?
It was, I know I messed up and, you know.
Well, no, my question is why? What were you thinking while you were doing it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I just called it in, Honor.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm just asking questions.
All right.
All right, defense? Any questions?
No, Your Honor. As the court sees, there's what can he say for this? It's horrendous. I just asked the court to show mercy.
All right, any questions?
I think you said enough, Judge.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 15 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's Chapter 62 registration and no contact with the complainant. Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
That's fine.
Because it's the plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. I understand that sometimes people regret what they've done, but we can't turn back the hands of time. So you need to internalize what you've done, and hopefully this won't happen again with you. You understand? All right, is there any impact or no?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you. It's calling 2024 CR 0663, State of Texas versus Juan Jose Flores. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Cornelius Scott's for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Flores?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
Could be good.
Mr. Flores, I'm showing you what's entitled application for community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Flores, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of continuous violence against family? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to a jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses? Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Flores, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. State recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2024 CR 0664. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Kimberly Destiny Ortiz. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Oh, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. Did you understand that is a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty,
Contest.
or no
No
contest?
contest.
State, any evidence to support the plea?
Your Honor, state offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objections.
Showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations off the record. You may continue to confer. Oh, and then pass those documents to defense. We're back on the record. Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Please ask the court to follow a plea agreement.
All right, and I'm sorry, state, were you in contact with the complainant on this?
Yes, Your Honor, we did contact her and she is aware of you.
All right. So, Mr. Flores, why are you putting your hands on someone in anger?
I was in a relationship with her for almost 20 years. And
That doesn't excuse it.
I was really out of character at the moment.
Well, I mean, you were out of character for days because there's just more than one day. Here's the thing. If you think somebody is cheating on you, you have 1 or 2 options. 1, you tolerate it. 2, you forgive them. Or 3, you leave. Those are your options. Your options are not, oh, I see a coworker calling you and I think you're cheating, so therefore I'm going to hit you. That's not the way relationships work. How old are you?
I'm going to be 40 next week.
No excuses. You're 40. You have the area code on your throat for some reason. You know, San Antonio has a second area code as well. I think it's 830.
Yeah, they have.
So where are you going to put that?
I'm going to have to get a cover up.
Where are you going to cover up the 210 with 830? Or are you going to do sort of like a fade in and fade out?
Something different.
You have a 210 on your throat and you're wearing a Chicago Bulls sweatshirt.
I took the bus this morning. It was cold. So this is the only thing I had.
Oh, okay. I thought you would have pulled on a Spurs jersey or something.
They won last night.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to be working with my brother.
Doing what?
Picking up the trash in the freeways and all that.
Oh, okay. Well, the freeways do need cleaning up,
Yes.
but don't touch the Easter grass. Because people from who are not from the South, they don't understand about the Easter grass. All right. Well, do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
How many?
7,
What are their ages?
from 16 to 4.
All right. So you're just skipping the ages. Do you know their birth dates?
It's so many of them. I can't remember.
See, maybe people should stop having children when you can't remember their birthdays. So you are going to get them birthday presents, right?
Yes, always do.
So do you have boys or girls?
4 boys and 3 girls.
All right. How old are the girls in age range?
16, 15 to 14.
All right.
And then an 8-year-old boy, 7, 6, and 4.
Let me just tell you what ends up happening with family violence cases. Children learn about relationships based upon what they see. That's how children learn to talk. If you see a child who's young and they're using profanity, it means profanity is in their household. So I want you to think about this for a moment. The fact that you hit her, you have girls, right? So what if they're in some kind of relationship and the person they're with think they're cheating? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. And he decides he wants to put his hands on them in anger. How would you feel about that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you need to start thinking about what you're teaching your children and what kind of relationship you want your girls to have. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Kimberly Destiny Ortiz. That relationship is over. You are not to call her. You're not to write her. You're not to send her flowers saying, I'm sorry. Please remember the old times. You understand?
I'm done.
He's through, Judge.
Yeah, I'm through with that.
All right. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. The BIPP course. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. 300 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to require parenting classes. Once he completes the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Gang evaluation. Field visits. 1 time per month for 3 months. Are you a gang member?
No, ma'am.
So you just putting 210 on your neck for no reason whatsoever.
Like 15 years ago, yes.
You were 15?
So
15 years
16.
ago.
Yeah, 15
Oh,
years ago.
15 years ago. Oh, okay. We're going to do the MRT for him because he needs to start making better decisions. I mean, I don't understand just getting a 210.
Wasn't thinking.
That was 15 years ago.
Yes.
He's,
Okay. MRT. Let's see. Is there anything else, probation? All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement. Because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We can go off the record. In this court, communication is key. In order to be successful on probation, you need to make sure that you're in touch with your probation officer. If you feel as though they're not addressing some issue you have, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And keep your hands to yourself.
I know. Yeah, I will, ma'am. From now on.
All right.
Believe me.
And are you currently in a relationship?
No, I'm not looking for no relationship.
All right. Before you even think about getting a relationship, Khadijah, what you need to do? Get an orchid. All right. They're selling them now all at Walmart, HEB, everywhere. Get one. And when you get it, the flowers are in bloom. It looks all pretty. You bring it back. And once those flowers fall off, if you can get it to rebloom again, you too may be ready for a relationship. And the reason why I say that, orchids take patience. Like you get that little tag where they tell you what to do and they say put 2 ice cubes in it. When you do your research, you're not supposed to put ice cubes in it. Then they like indirect sunlight, but then you may get one that says, who told you I liked indirect sunlight? And it doesn't bloom again. So if you do that, you will have learned patience.
Yes, ma'am.